Ja, noch eine Nachbetrachtung der HamRadio 2023 in Friedrichshafen. Es gab dort eine Menge Tranceiver zu sehen, Verstärker, Antennen, Bausätze, aber es gab auch komplette Open-Source-Projekte dort, beispielsweise M17. M17 ist ein Projekt, eine Methode, um rein mit Open-Source-Mitteln digitale Sprache im VHF, UHF-Bereich zu übertragen. Der Codec ist Open Source, die Hardware ist Open Source und Steve hier erklärt uns gleich, worum es denn eigentlich geht und wie ich mit M17 an den Start komme. So, hier ganz offensichtlich der M17-Stand. Und ich muss gestehen, von M17 weiß ich nicht so wirklich viel. Aber wir haben hier Steve vom M17 Projekt und er wird uns einige Fragen beantworten und ein bisschen was über das Projekt erzählen.
So M17 Project is a group of open source amateur radio operators that, amateur radio operators that are interested in open source. M17 is developing open source solutions for amateur radio. Our main project is a digital voice that is also called M17. The M17 Protocol is free and open source. The protocol is open source. The voice codec is open source. So that means that everything from start to finish is open source and free to use. M17 is 4FSK based with 9600 bauds, so 4800 bits per second. And again, it uses the Codec 2 vocoder at 3200 bits per second, giving us an extra 1600 bits that we can go ahead and use for things like GPS or text messaging or anything else included with the voice stream. We have some hardware here as well. This is the Module 17. This is a modem board that turns an analog radio into a digital voice capable radio. So here is a FTM 6000 by Yaesu. It is plugged into the Module 17, and using a speaker mic, you can modulate M17 using just an analog radio. So that's an entry-level way of getting into M17.
The question is, this is good for two-way connections in the local area.
Yes.
Is there something like infrastructure, like digipeaters, these are repeaters?
Yes.
So I would start.
M17 is designed for VHF and up, so this means 2 meters, 440, and anything higher. The bandwidth is 9 kilohertz, so it's really designed for short-range communications, such as point-to-point in a small area, or point-to-repeater to cover a larger area. Right now, we do not have any hardware available for sale, but the design files for the Module 17, as well as any other hardware that we are creating, is open source and available on our GitHub. So you can take our design files, send them to a PCB assembler, such as JLC PCB, and for it's rather inexpensive. I would say about 50, maybe 60 euro per device. Obviously, if they're ordered in bulk, it will be a lot cheaper. You can go ahead and grab an M17 Module 17 and start operating M17 over the air.
To the fact that there are no repeaters or something for M17, I did get it right? Did I?
There are M17 repeaters available. I don't know how many there are in Germany, but there are some across the world.
Okay, can I use an
MMDVM? Yes.
Can you say this, please?
Certainly. M17, as the protocol exists, is also available on MMDVM-based repeater boards as well as hotspots. So this means that if you have a repeater that's based on MMDVM or a hotspot already, you can upgrade your system to include support for M17. The voice quality for M17 using the Codec 2 voice vocoder is very comparable to DMR, D-Star, or Fusion.